We should be live. I believe we are live, folks. Welcome to Gamcast for Monday evening. Can't believe it's already Monday, well into the 7th of October. But here tonight, we're here to talk about the recent sentencing of Tina Peters, the clerk in Colorado, and the fascist, just over-the-top fascist sentencing from the judge there, Judge Matthew Barrett. Here's what's going on out there, folks, just so you know. Again, they signal to you exactly what they're doing. Oftentimes, it's confession through projection, or the literally the opposite is true. You got a lot of that here with this judge. You don't even need to be a trained lawyer, as I have been studying and practicing law for almost 3 decades to see this stuff coming away. So anyway, she was convicted of 3 counts of attempting to influence a public servant. Don't even know what that means. 1 count of conspiracy to commit criminal impersonation. Don't even know what that means. First-degree official misconduct. I can tell you that's just garbage. That's just going to be one of these broad, wide open, you did something we don't like. Violation of duty, all same thing, and failing to comply with the Secretary of State. Now, interestingly, the Secretary of State, General Griswold out there in Colorado, listen to her statement and tell me if this sounds like a statement of a public servant looking to enhance election integrity. Tina Peters has been sentenced to 9 years of incarceration for her dangerous attempt to break into her own election equipment to prove Trump's big lie. So she basically gave somebody access to the equipment so they could look in and look at the votes. If they're all legit, why do you care? It's all public record. Folks, I hate to break it to you, but it's all public record. And maybe if they got in there and figured out how people voted, it wouldn't be. But other than that, everything in there is a public record. We will not allow anyone to threaten our elections. How are you threatening if, as she says, what she was doing was to look and see if there was no fraud? And again, even assuming she did do it, right? And even assuming it isn't just a broad interpretation of the law, 9 years? You get less for raping people in Colorado. Not a joke, folks. But here's the piece de la resistance, as they say in France. This judge, and let me say something to you. You have a trial, even if it's rigged or whatever it is, the jury pronounces, the judge sentences, okay? You don't have to sit here and be lectured. That's not part of the process. He does point in here in a longer clip that she shows no remorse. That's fine for sentencing. You can take into account whether a person is expressing remorse, and usually that will lighten the sentence, right? That's fine. But take a listen to a gander of this. You can't see it. You have to listen to it. Take a listen to this and see if this sounds like a fair, objective person who needs to have a lot of power.
No objective person believes them. No, at the end of the day, you cared about the jets, the podcasts, and the people fawning over you.
Boom, right there. He's seconds into this clip. He goes, you care about the podcast. Wait a minute. You mean my speech, Judge? You don't like my speech? You don't like me going on podcasts? Oh, yeah. They do tell you who they are right up front. A little more.
You abdicated your position as a servant to the Constitution, and you chose you over all else. Yes.
Again, you're not allowed to depart from the narrative. That's fascism. The narrative is it's a big lie. The narrative is there's no fraud. If you even vary from that and want to look at it, well, now you've abused your trust, right? Why shouldn't a public servant be able to do that?
You are a charlatan, and you cannot help but lie, as easy it is for you to breathe.
Read minds much? Folks, we don't need to go on. You don't need to hear anymore. If you want, I'll post a link to the clip on YouTube and Rumble later. But this guy, he's actually going a little bit viral on social media because he thought he was going to be celebrated. And he probably is among the, Chardonnay at noon crowd. But the Americans that see this are horrified, but rightfully so. It's just pure fascism. It is what it is, folks. Anyway, if you enjoyed this content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you do, I will see you on the next one.